Hi there, Jeff here from the Wetsuit Centre, talking to you today about this year's Rip Curl Flash Bomb 3-2 Summer Wetsuit for ladies, as I said, for summer 2013, so brand new suit. It's pretty much the same as the winter suit, the winter that's just been 2012 into 2013, but obviously the different weight of neoprene, so more suited to summer or for winter in countries where you have nice warm water. So basically, the weight of the suit is a 3-2. What we mean when we say 3-2 is 3 mil of thickness on the middle part of the suit, so around the core where you need a little bit more thickness and a bit more warmth, and 2 mil on the upper body where you need a bit more stretch and flexibility, so that when you paddle you're not going to get tired. So it's a 3-2 comprised of 2 different weights of neoprene, and that's basically the way that it works. Now this is Rip Curl's top end suit, so this is really going to be for people that are looking for a high spec wetsuit which is really flexible but still being nice and warm, that looks really nice as well. So, the Flash Bomb, what's it all about and why is it more expensive? The key really sort of lies in the quality of neoprene primarily. The quality of neoprene on this particular suit is sort of second to none. It's Rip Curl's E3 neoprene the whole way through, so from top to bottom. And basically what that is a type of neoprene which is far more stretchy than standard neoprene, so a huge amount of flexibility, very soft to the touch, and very comfortable, sticks to your body better, gives you more flexibility, more movement. It's actually a little bit warmer as well because it holds more air inside the neoprene, which insulates you better. So you get that the whole way through. And around the back of the suit, just to sort of show you there, minimal panelling on the suit as well, so they get away with as few panels of neoprene as they can really, to reduce the amount of seams on the wetsuit, which then in turn obviously gives you more flexibility. Any seams that they are sort of strategically designed and bent to make sure that they don't restrict the wetsuit's movement. Okay, and even around the sort of top of the shoulders there, it's dipped down, so it gives you four-way stretch properties and doesn't restrict you in any way, shape or form. The style of seams on this suit is what we call glued and blind stitched. So basically they're stitched this way halfway through, on the other side they are then glued and taped. Okay, now this particular suit is taped what we call E3 plus neoprene, taping basically, and what that is a very flexible, lightweight material which will move with your body, give you unrestricted flexibility but still reinforce the suit and make sure that no water gets through. Okay, now this replaces the older style sort of liquid taping, which you can see on a wetsuit here, and basically that liquid taping is obviously there to seal the wetsuit, but is quite restrictive and doesn't give a huge amount of flex or movement. You don't want that in a summer wetsuit, so they just go with the taping. Still does the same job, still just as durable, and give it just as long a shelf life to the suit, but a lot more flexible and comfortable. Okay. Further down on the wetsuit, you get the standard stash pocket around the side here. And you also get the Duraflex knee pads, which basically reinforce the knees, make sure that they're not going to wear through. You're going to get as long as you can out of the wetsuit. Okay, further up the wetsuit, you get the smooth skin lining on the front here, and that's just a single line neoprene, especially treated basically to stop any wind penetration into the suit. So on those sort of cold, windy days, rather than the wind getting into the suit, then it's blocked out of the suit and gives you more sort of warmth around your core area. You get that around the back as well, to keep your kidneys warmer, which in turn will keep you warmer as well. Okay. In terms of the styling of the suits, this is our most popular sort of colour from last year's winter season, so we went with the same colour again. Looks great. Sort of different weights and different sort of graphics for this year, but looks really good. Definitely spot in the water with this one. Jumping inside the wetsuit, then you get to see some of the bigger sort of differences than a cheaper wetsuit, and sort of some more of the technical features that you're paying for. Now, one thing you do get with this suit is a chest zip. They've gone with a chest zip because the suit is all about flexibility. Having a chest zip promotes that even further. No need for a zip on the back, which means no restriction of having all the sort of zips functions and features to hold the suit back. An unbroken seal around the collar allows you a better sort of fit around your neck and stops any sort of flush throughs. So definitely having a chest zip does help with that. Style of chest zip is just a diagonal zip, basically stops any water coming in through the side here, and any water that does come in through the collar, rather than going into the suit, is met with this high piece of neoprene, which then drains this water out of the side, or out of the drain holes through the front here, basically. So don't worry, these holes in the wetsuit are there for a reason. Any water that comes in is drained out through from the chest zip here. Okay. Moving further inside the wetsuit, I'll turn it inside out for you. You can have a good look at what's lying inside. One of the real sort of benefits of this suit which has been around a little while. It does lie within the lining of the wetsuit, something you might have heard of, which is called the flash dry lining. And basically what this flash dry lining is a sort of furry material, and what that furry material is a backcombed polypro. Now the polypro basically is a non-absorbent material which also insulates you. But what they've done with the flash dry lining is they've backcombed that polypro to make it kind of fluffy. You can sort of come a bit closer, you can see that. And gives it a sort of furry feeling, which obviously feels great against the skin. It's going to help insulate you better. But the main thing that it's going to do is pull moisture out of the wetsuit onto the tops of the fibres and make it dry very, very quickly. This suit actually dries in 15 minutes. Now, having owned one myself, obviously not a ladies one, but having owned a Flash Bomb myself, then I can sort of vouch for that. It's a very quick drying wetsuit and very comfortable and extremely warm. You get that sort of material the whole way through the wetsuit. They drop it off on the shoulders and the arms, just again to sort of make sure there's no restriction or sort of compromise in flexibility at the top of the wetsuit there. Okay, so you get that the whole way through, and then you can see you get the E3 taping running through there as well, just to reinforce the seams and stop any water coming through. Okay, so this is pretty much the same as the men's Flash Bomb, but obviously just different styling and a different cut to suit the lady's shape. But if you're looking for a top-end wetsuit, which is going to be the best in terms of flexibility, comfort and warmth in a summer wetsuit, then you're not going to get any better than the ladies' Rip Curl Flash Bomb for summer 2013.